this is data out of New South Wales, Australia. This is Joe Smiley. He's a data analyst. We've covered some of his information before. This is his Substack, and he writes, New South Wales, Australia, COVID update proves the pandemic of the vaccinated. So what they're looking at here, he takes the data from New South Wales government, from their own government. Remember, a lot of governments have stopped publishing data because people are doing this. And what he looks at is hospitalizations. So again, we're not talking cases anymore. We're talking about that severe, the critical reason people are going to the hospitals. And let's look at the chart that was created using this data. It shows here a stepped process. So each color is a dose of vaccination. So the blue, we have no dose, all the way up to 4 doses, and that light blue is unknown. And you can see the 4
so the
doses.
Green is the one, like the green, just so people, if they can't read it on their phones right now, that big tall green line, all those green lines, those are the 4 doses. Right behind it is the red, 3 doses. The yellow is 2 doses. The, I guess it's like a dark blue is 1 dose. And then at the beginning of each of these charts or each of these columns, you'll see a tiny little blue line down there. Those are the no dose, the unvaccinated. Okay. And so what do they look at looking at this here? What's going up? Something's going up. I can see it's going up.
Yeah, this is the rates per 1 million people by vaccination status for hospitalization. So we have a stepped progression. And what that means, what we're looking at here is it's dose dependent. Hospitalizations using New South Wales data is dose dependent on whether you're going to the hospital or not, depending on how many vaccination doses you have had. And that is a really, really big deal. So let's look at the risk multiplier between the vax and unvax. There's a calculation that was done here. And Joel Smiley writes this: according to their own data in the last 7 weeks, that was what this data window looks at, you are 37 times more likely to be hospitalized with COVID if you are vaccinated than if you are not. I mean, that is the data, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a shocking graph that should really be talked about a lot more. I don't know why people aren't talking about this, but that is dose dependent, and it's showing hospitalizations, which is that's not a small cookie there. It's